Oh crap, is it on the quick bar? It is not. Cool.
Well, considering how a lot of German women appear in certain animes and whatnot, it's kind of the same.
Uh, I mean, I guess Iger, but like, Glory kind of breaks the mold. Where the fuck is Shadowrun? Hello?
I mean, well,
There
with
you are.
Glory, thinking about it, she's kind of like her archetype, the whole thing. How she fights, switching her augments and went, and also the fact that she's not possessed by a devil.
Yeah, that is pretty anime, yeah. Not gonna lie, I would probably be cool with seeing like Iger depicted as a JoJo character. That seemed like it'd be fucking cool.
Probably more just the North Star character.
Oh, that'd be good too. Just just like Iger and the runner looking at someone, and Iger just says, "Hey boss, go look around," as she's cracking her knuckles. Ah, oh, that'd be dope as fuck. Anyway, welcome back to Shadowrun. For those in the live stream, it's probably like fiending for this because it's been a week since we last streamed this. But I believe this is going to be the last stream end statement, because we are at the end of the game. We are currently running with, we are on the final run with the tutorial, with our mage, Iger, Panzerdrone, and Dietrich. It's wild too, because we've been using Blitz for like most of the game, but it seems like he's not really all that useful here. Like, we really want guns.
That's it. The only thing we'll be hacking today is hack his bodies to pieces, highway.
Yeah. After making your way across the manor grounds, you find the service entrance open and the immediate interior clear of any resistance. You find the elevator that you used during.
Really?
Yeah, we kind of mowed down all that resistance, huh?
There's no resistance at all at the service quarter, the service engines. Not that I would know.
Oh, fuck you! Damn it! Oh, look, I took a day off. I'm off my game, okay?
So you say.
You find the elevator that you used during your prior escape waiting patiently for your arrival. It shudders to life, ready to carry you down to the facility below, to the place where Monica met Apex and the world turned upside down, where this whole shit show began. Yeah, I think this is where we made our escape, yeah. Oh god, we still gotta fight the big guy, don't we?
Points at Patrick Drone. Is that Apex? What? No.
Apex, I need you to, like, project yourself through this thing. Fuck with them. As you step into the room, you find yourself standing in that Charnel house. There are fresh corpses spread across the floor, and the metal tiles are smeared with blood. Well, it looks like the Apex did what it promised. Yeah, looks that way. Sweeping your gaze across the room, you see a variety of terminals, all displaying error messages. Whatever security Apex provided here, hits offline now. It probably won't stay quiet here for long. We should get moving. Not just yet. There could be valuable intel in here, and we don't even know how big this facility is. We should sweep the area for clues before pushing forward. Alright, and we'll search the rooms. Let's do a cookie, yeah? I don't want to get stuck in here again. Okay, maybe we should have brought Blitz. Our dumbass bro. With the worst goal problems of his life. Admin access ended. Press any key to continue. Panic a project terminal. Press a key at random and the screen begins to flash. A piezoelectric beeper burned somewhere deep inside of the terminal, plays a series of chirps, and the system reboots itself. When the text comes alive again, it's filled with text. Hyperthermopylae studies, artificial lymphocyte and monoclonal antibody protection, Hermetic techniques for slowing radioactive decay and recent development notes. What the fuck is all this? The information entry is impossibly dense. It would take you a week in a stack of scientific journals to fully decipher. Oh, that would have been nice if we had Biotech 5. Shit. To your untrained eye, most of the text is nonsense. You catch a few words here and there, but for the most part, you're lost. From what little you can pick up, it looks as though this lab was for studying animals that thrive in extremely hot environments. For what purpose? Maybe the dragon known as Firewing would be a clue. Artificial lymphocytes and monoclonal antibody production. I like how every biotech prompt is here. Most of what's written here is completely foreign, but when you piece together, it looks as though the scientists here are working on developing a sort of artificial immune cell. Something sturdy and self-replicating that is capable of pumping out antibodies on command. Why? Hard to say. That'd be pretty dope for autoimmune disease people, not gonna lie. Hermetic techniques for slowing radioactive decay. Oh shit, spellcasting here. What? What do you mean spellcasting has to do with a radiation sickness? Been playing He Is Coming and getting my ass kicked. What? I remember somebody talking about He Is Coming, and I don't remember what the game was specifically. I think you were talking about a common, but...
It's kind of like an 8-bit roguelike kind of thing. Where you basically, you run around doing like fighting monsters and leveling up, getting gear, so you prepare for the big boss.
Ah, okay. Been a bit busy, but thankfully Shadowrun returns. Ah, Lude. I'm gonna fucking time you out for that. Don't actually do it. Okay, let's actually do what our expertise is here for and study this entry. Deciphering the arcane sigils that fill the page is child's play. It looks as though the hermetic theoreticians here have been working to develop a metamagical method of dealing with radiation. According to what you could see, the project was successful. Using these techniques, isotopes of radium-224 were magically stabilized for over a month. During this period, the isotopes did not decay and emitted no harmful radiation. The typical radioactive half-life of radium-224 is just over 3 days. Huh. Why would they need to stabilize radium for that long? There's no data to hint at what the ultimate goal is, but the potential applications for a technique like this is almost limitless. Yeah, wizard nuclear reactors, that'd be fucking dope. Actually, wait, no. Don't nuclear reactors need the radioactive emissions to do stuff, so maybe that's not good for that. Panacea recent developer notes. Surprisingly, this is relatively easy to read. Skimming it over, you discover that scientists here have been working on a variety of additional tweaks to Project Panacea. Apparently, a batch of artificial lymphocytes developed for this project have been bound with an airborne RNA virus. The resulting microorganism is as infectious as the flu and exhibits a broadband capability to jump species barriers. Wait, hey, oh, jeez. Weren't we talking about this recently, where there was a bioweapon that was basically artificial lymphocytes that had radium within them? The notes also discuss the bioagent. Yeah, Doom! So this is inspired by Doom. Oh, they're making Doom worse. They're making Doomer. There's a moment of silence as the group absorbs everything you just read. I don't like the looks of this, Chester. Not at all. Dietrich, does this make any sense to you? I only caught a little of it. The magical research stuff, and even that was way over my head. I don't really go in for hermetic theory, boss. Guess my eyes glaze over every time. From what I can tell, it looks like the mages have found a way to stabilize radioactive material. Guess you could use something like that for a lot of things, but like, what the hell's Valclair doing with it? Iger? I told you stories I heard about Doom being deployed in border skirmishes. I'll spare you the gory details, but didn't want to give you nightmares, so here's what I think. We should, like, stop this. Yeah, we should probably stop this. Let's go. Is that the only clue here? Yeah, this is the room where we fought, what's his fuck? Oh, we got ourselves a fight on our hands. Oh, hey! Oh, this is good. I like this. Okay, let's get, Why is Panzertron so slow?
Oh.
Oh, crap. I need to get, Iger over here, I want to say? Let's move Dietrich over here, and haste Iger. I can get over here, and then, I'm going to protect myself because I'm important. Oh, and also, fuck this guy, I guess? Yeah. Why is Panzertron so slow? I guess we could use the grenade launcher if we're only allowed to, what? What was that? Well, whatever. Una Granada? Well, thank God it didn't hit me. Weird pathing bug. Yeah, no kidding. Shotguns for everyone! Oh, you cocksucker. That's me. How's Iger doing? 50-50 shots on each of these? We have 4 moves, so I'm just gonna go over here and shoot. How do you still have cover? I'm towering above you with a shotgun.
They're very small.
I arrived to see what you believe in. Freedom. That's what I believe in. God, this shot right here makes me go, how are you in cover, bro? Can I get both of them? No. Unfortunate. Apparently can't even get one of them. You both double. Why did he try to punch? Oh, Chester, you fucking dumbass. Here, make sure this guy doesn't shoot you. I'm gonna get Chester out of there. Holy crap. Because this man is super fucking dead. I'm wondering how I selected punch. I was on power shot a while ago. God, you're a terrible shot, Panzerdrone. Okay. What can my stupid ass do? Hiya? Yeah, I'm a hero. Okay, let's see if I can subvert this flanking bullshit. Get next to them. Iger, you're 7 feet tall, I think. There we go. Like, to see that scene where Iger just, like, towers over him, but the dude still has cover, I'm just like, what the fuck? And with like one guy had plot armor for some reason. I doubt that. That was just like a bunch of grunts. Oh boy, free terminal to hack. I don't have a hacker. Fuck. Oh, I should have brought Blitz. My buddy. Oh, jeez. Oh, I see. I saw the /S as, like, pluraling for some reason. I like how I have 99% chance to hit this guy. This dude, though, 72% chance. Kill the Grenader, please. Let's do this before I forget. And I just had a better idea of what to do with that Grenader. You work for me now. Can Dietrich get anywhere? Not really. I guess this would be good cover? It's weird how people get flanked, yet their accuracy goes down. You get fucked. Or I could just miss an 80%. Fucking dope. Oh, there's a wizard right there. I should address that. I also like how this guy's response to being controlled is just, I'm not gonna attack anyone, I'm just gonna walk into the fray. Security. I guess that's not a wizard, I guess that's just a mercenary. Well, I guess it is in fact wizard time, motherfucker. Nope, there is a mage. Damn, you're stupid. Check this shit out, buddy. You missed 3 shots at an 85% chance. Okay. Double tap from Iger should do it. Okay, I was about to lose faith in reality. Like I haven't already. Hopefully you're confused until my turn, otherwise it'd be real awkward. Lightning ball? Yeah, fuck it. And Earth Bolt. Misses. Ah, conveniently misses. Hey, bro. I don't think you're the investment worth all the investment, so, you're fired. Literally. God, that's such a dick move. There we go. Let's go over here. And let this bitch up. Apparently firing 3 bullets is way better than firing 6. I find this extremely disappointing. Anyways, I'm gonna fire 2 bullets. Hiya. There's one more, huh? There you are. Hey bro, what's up? Nice, there's a suppress fire debuff when you have the auto weapon. Yeah, but this ain't XCOM, this is Shadowrun. Presses key and screen begins to flash. After a moment, the system reboots itself. When it reboots, you find yourself in an admin inbox. First message. Unread message. Borchard Hans, Falcon Wrath, Adolf, Denuf Ingrid. I feel like Adolf should be one of those names that should just be completely poison.
It's a normal last name that is poisoned because of one particular person.
Yeah. We need to organize an all-staff meeting to discuss lab safety. Everyone's overworked and overstressed, and that's a perfect recipe for workplace accidents. I'm telling you, we cannot afford any more. Loss of Van Wyck has been hard on everyone. He was well-liked, and watching him die in such a horrible fashion has been hard on morale. I think just using the name Adolf in general is a recipe for having a miserable life. The staff is still committed to the cause. They all know what they signed up for and how important this is, but losing such a good man because of such a basic lapse in lab safety has been a difficult pill to swallow. I am writing this to request additional security for the animal testing lab. You know how large and vicious those creatures could be. Without more trainer handlers on staff, we're just begging for another accident. You remember what happened to Wick. I also like to repeat my request that these animals be defanged, declawed, and muzzled far away from the lab. Our having to use them is unavoidable due to their genetic similarity to our targets, but that doesn't mean we can take precautions. What does that mean? I just want to thank you for pushing to bring the new Hermetic Lab online. It's good to know that you're listening to our requests. The research that the researchers have been doing should make our work with the Panacea much more manageable. Ah, I see someone is playing favorites. Time to get shot again. Oh. Well, this looks like the medical station, so I don't think they would bring guns to the medic. Oh, don't be locked. Ugh. Damn it. Oh, hey, hang on. I have security cameras. Don't know if I want to activate drones. Is the safe open? No. Locked. Barf. I think the thing you needed hacking would get you the password. That's what I figured. Bliss just sitting at home is like, boy, howdy, I hope the guys are alright without me. God, imagine if we didn't have Apex on our side and all these turrets would be a fucking problem. There's a large crack that runs right through this section of the wall. What does that mean? I'm assuming if we had strength we could do it. I don't know why we can't just have Iger do it? Oh, jeez. Hey, asshole. Oh, they got two wizards. I should have gone through this door. Oh, this is bad. But there's a ley line right there. Oh, mama didn't raise no bitch. Oh. Bet you thought you were pretty fucking cute there. How cute you gonna be with a fucking hole burned through your skull? That was not Fireball 3, damn it. Haste. Iger. Iger, seek and destroy. And now, the beast is right next to me, which means I'm gonna be eating a grenade soon, aren't I? Can I see him? What do you mean, no wound? Ugh, I hate this game sometimes. I think this might be better than just grenade, huh? Well, maybe not, but we got a crit on that guy at least. Oh, that's real annoying. This might be a bad fight, wow. Oh, don't tell me that puts me out of the fight. Did those motherfuckers really bust out 2 flashbangs? Oh, this is dire. That was not heal. Oh, jeez. Well, I guess I could also be grenade happy if we're gonna be a dick about it. Oh, that's like perfect. Oh, 3 of them out? Fucking jackpot. But also, there are other ones that I'm worried about. I can't get both of them without heavy cover. Welcome to the sleepy time room where everybody's asleep. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Well, that's fucking obnoxious. How did Dietrich get hit? Okay, that's it. Fucking scorched earth, baby. I don't think I could get all of them. Everyone go to sleep. I should honestly just minigun the fuck out of all these fuckers. You, get out of here.
Time to vindicate.
Vindication imminent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this shotgun thing should get a lot of them. There we go. Actions fucking eliminated. Welcome to Higher Run Quality Corp PMCs in the mid to late game Shadowrun, where they just fucking dump flashbangs in front of your face and run away like a fucking squid. I guess.
It works.
Yeah, clearly it does. Jesus. You, get him. Just doing my lap, sir. God, I want to get over there, but I can't. I really can't. Can Iger do it? Yeah! Get him, girl! Not enough AP. Oh, not enough ammo, okay. Yeah, you know what? Fair. What the fuck, Iger? That's incredible! Why can't... Oh, this is lightning bolt, not lightning, I gotta lock down these guys. But also, I am in terrible danger. How are you still not stunned? That was minus 3 AP. There we go. Good lord. Wizard detected. Eliminated with extreme prejudice. Vindicated. Oh, he's still mind wiped. Huh. Ah, my drugs are still on cooldown. Heck. Well, I mean, Iger could probably clean this up lickety-split. Why is Iger's aim so bad? Dietrich! You dense motherfucker! Okay, we gotta figure something out here. Hang on. You go over here and shoot that bitch. How these people are still functioning as human beings is beyond me. And now, the prize. What the fuck? Also, my man here just completely ignoring Dietrich. Wow. Okay, I can see why they were ignoring Dietrich. Holy shit.
They're secretly friends with him. They chill each other. It's like, oh, hey, Dietrich. Hey, hi.
Oh, let us show, man. Oh, no. Oh, what am I going to do about health? Boy, howdy, this is bad. Still have the one med kit. Dietrich definitely needs health. They don't show HP out here, which is really annoying, honestly. That was ass. Oh yeah, when they brought out the fucking billions of grenades, ugh. It would have been better if we went through here, because then we'd have these turrets to play with. But my ley lines. New location. Now watch as we get a full heal from this. Sounds of machinery fade behind you as you venture further underground. Whoever built this facility was clearly well financed. It must have taken years to design, excavate, and build a complex like this in secrecy. You continue through dimly lit halls, finally stepping into what appears to be another laboratory area. The corridor before you is deserted. Dr. Adrian Valclair is somewhere in this facility, and with him the answers you seek. Now the question is, does Apex's security extend beyond here? Gotta check their sheets. How would I do that is the question. Incorrect. Oh, here we go. I'm at 30, Iger's at 60, Robot is at 97. I think we have to use Iger's kits on everybody else. Man, I did not prepare enough for this mission. Boy, howdy. Well, we have a medkit on Dietrich. It might be a good idea to use this one. So we still have...
Hey, guys, time out real quick. I need to get more some supplies. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be like a 3-hour trial. Don't worry about it, guys. Oh, it's the lady. The old man behind the glass works feverishly at his console, glancing up at you when he can. A cigarette dangles from his mouth, its blue smoke curling around his head. An overflowing ashtray sits on the lab table in front of him. The years have not been kind, but his features are instantly recognizable. Despite his age, he still has the strong chin and high cheekbones that you remember from Green Winters' DVD. This is Dr. Adrian Valclair. As you approach, he stops what he's doing, a look of intense irritation on his face. He clears his throat and a harsh rasping sound emerges from the loudspeaker next to the glass. There we go. So, you're the Shadowrunners that Aldrin warned me about. I assume you left a trail of corpses in your wake. That's on you, Doc. You got some explaining to do. I have explaining to do? This is my home. You're the intruder here. If anyone needs to explain themselves, it's you. He reaches down and flips the switch. You hear a loud thud and a click behind you as the door locks shut. You'll find that the blast door behind you is sealed, and that the laboratory you occupy is fully secured. An important precaution. We keep our test subjects in there, and they're far more dangerous than you. He takes a drag of a cigarette. I won't permit you to cause any further harm, Shadowrunner. You will remain trapped here for your own good. Panzer drone, break the glass, but leave Valclair alive. Acknowledged. The drone rotates on its axis to face the window as miniguns ramp up the speed. Within moments, the weapon's spinning barrels are to a blur. With the sound of tearing cloth, the drone sends a stream of lead through their window. The bullets ricochet away, leaving the glass unblemished. The window between us is made of die-coat-treated transplast. Do whatever you like. You'll find it's quite unbreakable. Bastard's right. Nothing we're carrying can even scratch die-coat. That glass is sheathed in diamond. We need military-grade explosives to crack it. We're stuck here. Now, I want to know why the hell you're so violently interjecting yourself into my business. First you break into my estate, which you didn't even know was mine, apparently. Then spend a small fortune to track me down. Locate my AI, destroy it, then drive all the way out to the countryside, and finally you shoot your way into my laboratory. So I have to ask you, Shadowrunner, who are you, and why in God's name are you... Why in God's name are you here? We came to find you, Valclair, to help us stop Fireshwing. Except the Fire Wing wasn't the one after us after all. It was you, wasn't it? Valclair sighs, covers his face with his pale, nicotine-stained hands. To help you stop Firewing, huh? That is ironic. But yes, you are correct. I am the one who has been hunting you down, who sent Aldrin and Apex after you. You're gonna pay for that, you bastard. Why attack the Cruise Bazaar? Why kill Paul Amsel? It was necessary to preserve the secrecy of my work. For the greater good, I know I have wronged you, and for this I am sorry. He sighs a long, rattling sigh that quickly turns into a violent fit of coughing, sound echoing over the loudspeaker. I don't expect you to understand, nor do I have time to explain it to you. Now I must know, how did you learn that I was still alive? How did you even know to look for me? Did someone send you? We found out from your brother, Valclair. He was trying to find you right up to the very end. Valclair starts, and the sudden movement of his arm sends his overflowing ashtray flying from the table in a cloud of ash. Up until the end? What do you mean? Where is Hermie? Explain yourself! I'm sorry, Doc. He was digging too deeply into Firewing, so Apex killed him. I didn't. He is suddenly overcome by another fit of coughing. He steadies himself on one arm of the chair. Apex. I should have never trusted that thing. Oh, Hermie. The things I sacrificed. All for Panacea. All for tonight. All for what, Valclair? Tell me what's gonna happen tonight. You'll Hermie that much. What's gonna happen? Oh yes, tonight. Tonight will be the end of all dragons. Not just Firewing. All dragons. Okay, this is a little bit more dire than I thought.
He's not just a dragon slayer, he is the dragon genocider. Yes.
Yeah, right? There are quite a few dragons out there, Doc. Powerful dragons. I don't think they'll support your plan. They won't have a choice in the matter. Valclair fumbles in his pockets, producing a fresh cigarette. He lights it with shaking hands and breathes in deeply. The orange glow flickers bright. When he exhales, the words spill out with the smoke. The Firewing burned and murdered and caused untold damage in her bestial rage. Up until the Dragonfall, when I stopped her. But that dragon was merely a symptom of a greater cancer. Get it, guys? It's kind of a metaphor, because I'm pretty sure man's dealing with lung cancer. Firewing destruction with fire and claw. The dragons of the today, Lofir, Dunkelzahn, Celadir, they kill and conquer with subtler tools. Deception, manipulation, corruption. They use us as pawns, playing pieces, puppets in their millennia-long machinations. Yeah, like, I do feel bad that Valclair ultimately killed his little brother, but, like, not directly. Like, he didn't even know that Apex went straight for Green Winters' throat. Dunk is a fun dragon. Who's Dunklazon? Oh yes, dragons. One day they'll conquer or worse destroy all of humanity if we do not stop it. One that mestetized when the world awakened. An ironic metaphor, since it was the failing of my own body that allowed me to see it. Go on. I have leukemia. Oh yeah, because he was stuck in the fucking socks. It was when I heard my doctor's diagnosis that I realized what I had to do, what my life's work would be in the time I had left. Dunklazon was the dragon that got lawfully elected to be the president of the United States and was promptly exploded by a 5-ton carb. Oh, that guy. I'm sorry, Hermie. I'm sorry you won't be able to see yourself. I'm sorry I failed you. Man, he is burning through cigarettes. Tonight I will release Panacea to the world, and I'll observe that instrument of Dragonkind's destruction. He presses a button on the terminal, and a large observation window in the far end of the room rises slowly open. Will be carried by Fire Schwing herself. It's not dead. Through the glass you see the prostrate form of a dragon far below. An enormous set of shackles bind it, and a maze of tubes snake into its body. The tube's connected to a cruel-looking apparatus that has been mounted to the wall. Son of a bitch, look at that. He found her alive in the socks after all. Tonight, the Firewing will fly again. Infected with Panacea, she will slowly be destroyed from within. But before that happens, she will provide the catalyst for the global transmission of the virus. I don't like the sound of that, boss. As if spurred on by the sight of the dragon, he begins typing furiously at his terminal. Fire Schwing's fire will carry the agent in its dormant state. Any metahumans exposed will become carriers, spread the disease to other dragons. Carriers will be infested with Panacea as well, but it will not harm them. To non-dragons, it is merely a nuisance, nothing more. Oh, this is just Fox. What was that?
Yeah, until it mutates, idiot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is just Fox die, isn't it? Especially when it's carrying a radioactive payload, it's absolutely gonna mutate. When a critical mass of carriers is achieved, my Panacea will become unstoppable. It'll spread across the globe in a relentless tide. However, if it does not reach this critical mass, it'll fizzle, die, become inert. Hence, the need for a ground zero, a flashpoint for a mass infection event. I'm sorry, Hermie. I know you loved your flux state, but it doesn't matter now. It must be Berlin. Hang on a second, you're gonna sick Firewing on Berlin? To save the world, yes. For Panacea to work, Berlin must burn. A sacrifice for the greater good. Firewing will breathe her infected fire upon Berlin. Thousands will die, and through that destruction, the virus will take to the air. A critical mass of Berlin's metahuman population will be exposed, but no one will even think to quarantine the city until it's too late. The flux state lacks any centralized authority. Corpos will evacuate on their own. Thousands will flee the city. Infected. Oh yes, Hermie. Berlin is the perfect flashpoint. It wasn't supposed to happen tonight, no, but this little intervention of yours leaves us no choice, so let's see. Tonight's wind patterns dictate that ground zero should be Tempelhaus Schoenberg. Highly populated, the virus will spread quickly enough from there. That's only a few kilos from the cruise bazaar. Don't do it, Valclair. I'll make you hurt if you do, and I'll make it last. Dunkswell also has an open bounty on all Technology executives. Oh man, imagine having a will on death that says, hey, I'll fucking pay you if you kill some corpos for me. Valclair sighs. Shuts his eyes tight, bringing a shaking hand to his temple. We all know that's not going to happen. You are trapped here, impotent to stop this from happening. And it will happen. The old man eyes a cigarette butt in his hand, fishes out another from the pack and lights it with the first, then returns to his console, reaching to the side for a microphone. He mutters something into the receiver. You could barely make out the sound of the name Outron. To be fair, Technology is like cartoonishly evil. Oh yeah, I'm fully aware. It's just like, most rich people wouldn't do that with their money, you know? Well, I can't exactly say that, can I? Security will be here soon and they will take care of you. Don't worry, you will not be harmed. The sacrifice I'm making tonight is a necessary evil. It cannot be helped. But so long as you remain confined, I see no reason to kill you too. How are you gonna get Fire Swing to go along with this plan of yours? Oh, that's simple enough. She has no choice. The gaunt woman in the containment cell stands rigidly, her face pressed against the glass, her haunted yellow eyes tracking her every move. She appears frightened, disoriented, lost. Her mouth moves silently, her voice muted by the glass cage. So the stories Green Winters found were true. Fire Swing's astral form was separated from her body. You trapped her somehow. Yes, but that came later. In 2012, we took down Fire Swing with an experimental weapon. This device, suffice to say, I couldn't fully predict how it would affect her. In 2036, I led a search team into the SOX. I had to know what really happened to the creature that I had slain. Yeah, like, this is one of those... This is the other big moral dilemma that I remember. I forgot about Apex, but I do remember that you have to choose Fire Swing's fate. Because, the entire game has been about, you know, oppression, freedom, and the consequences of both. And if you truly believe in, like, freedom for everybody, even if you're willing to release Apex into the world, do you link the soul of a creature that has been known to burn and torture thousands gleefully back to its body? We found her alive, in a way. The dragon's astral form, or spirit you might say, had been ripped from her body by the weapon. It was trapped inside a young woman living in the SOX. A mob of glowpunks revered her, treated her like a goddess. I transported her and the dragon's body here, where I could study them. You mean she's been in that cell for almost 20 years? No choice. A creature separated from its astral form cannot live more than a few hours before both die. It was the high-intensity radiation of the SOX combined with the magical creature inside her that allowed the woman to live for as long as she did. So, the environment within her containment chamber mirrors that of the SOX. It has allowed us to keep Fire Swing alive all these years while her bestial shell remains chained up below. The question is, what do you believe in? The flux state, your morals, or your fears? Ooh, that's a good one, however. Fuck. That's really good. Now, as for her physical form, that is simple as well. We drilled a series of electrical charges directly into her skull. When we release the body, empty of her astral self, we will trigger all of the vicious instincts and primal urges left in her reptile brain. She will unleash her fire when we command it. That's horrific! Even for a mass-murdering dragon. Misplaced empathy. The beast blazed a path of fiery destruction across Germany! But no matter. I have more important things to do than debate morality with you. Firewing must fly. Berlin must be sacrificed. Where is that damned Outron? You don't burn a city and call it a sacrifice. You call it what it is, mass murder. Valclair stiffens, turning to face you. Anger washes over his face. Was it mass murder when America dropped the atomic bomb on Japan? The myopic would say yes, just as you are now. But they did it for a cause. To shorten the agony of war, to save the lives of thousands upon thousands of soldiers. And doom thousands and thousands of civilians? Bro? You hearing yourself?
So when do we pull the plug on him?
Unfortunately, I don't think this is like Sleeping Dogs where we could hack his pacemaker or something. But yeah, I don't really have any sympathy for this man. HBS was founded by FASA alumni who are all history nerds. Yeah. Etiquette, fuck. I do the same for the good of the world. I'm not buying it, Doc. ending a war and exterminating an entire intelligent species are two very different things.
You're not an academic. You're just a street bum, so you can't tell them. You know, America was kind of wasn't
Yeah, right.
sure about that, right?
Don't be so self-righteous. We drive new species to extinction every single year on this planet. Dragons, at least, we have cause to destroy. Humanity was born to reproduce, to multiply, but dragons, they were born to acquire, to accumulate, to hoard. Both strive to bend the world to their will. Humanity conquered the air, land, and sea through sheer numbers. Dragons, however, employed different means altogether. Throughout history, they have allowed us to do the heavy lifting while they pull the strings. There are 17 great dragons in the world today. Ancient worms, millennia old, slowly dividing the planet into 17 piles of gold to nest on, all in front of our eyes. Once upon a time, they burned castles to steal the treasure we collected, laid waste to entire armies. But here in the Sixth World, it is no longer about tooth and claw and fiery breath. Now it's public relations, marketing, mergers and acquisitions. You see it every day. Dragons on the Tridio in the boardrooms, gathering influence, wealth, power, continually hoarding and hoarding until one of them sits atop it all. I'm sorry if my voice sounds like it's slowly leaning towards Senator Armstrong, but I'm kinda getting that vibe from this. Perhaps not in this cycle of the world, perhaps not the next, but one day, one worm will stand alone, triumphant, and with all of humanity as its cattle, with all the world as its prize. That I will not allow. How do I approach this? Because I'm looking at either appealing to his brother or talking about the power vacuum, but something tells me he doesn't really care about the power vacuum. Because, I don't want to say that he's purely anti-metahumans, but he's definitely pro-human. Fallibility? He might care about his brother. That's the thing. I don't know about infallibility. I think he's gonna chalk it up to, like, needing to crack a few eggs. Like, I think the best way to do this is to appeal to his brother, because, like, he is currently treating people as his own pawns, as it were. He wants to infect metahumans to kill dragons. He doesn't care about, like, the state of humanity afterwards, or, you know, the consequences of the actions. I think appealing to his brother is the right idea. No! Nothing can make that right. Nothing. Damn it, Hermie. Why can't you just let me go? Metahumanity in Shadowrun also includes humans. I kind of lumped it together, but I meant that, like, he was using both forms of humanity as his own pawns, as it were. Functionally, this guy is taking the place of Fireshwing as another dragon. Listen to reason, Valclair. Would Hermie want you to do this?
Yes.
You do not know my brother, Shadowrunner. Do not presume to speak to me on his behalf. Hermie, he would have supported me on this, if only he knew what I knew. I don't think jabbing at him would do this. Maybe he would, but that wouldn't make it right. I'll take your opinion on what's right with a grain of salt, Shadowrunner. When viewed through the lens of history, my panacea will be remembered as the key to our victories, our species' salvation. I won't live to see it, but it will happen regardless of your beliefs to the contrary. I don't know if I succeeded there. But it does seem like these are lanes that we could go through. Even if you succeed in this, eliminating dragons will just create a dangerous power vacuum. A pointless argument. Any power vacuum created through dragonkind's extermination will be filled by meta-humanity. Any backlash will right itself over time. I was playing the long game, Shadowrunner. One that has played out over thousands of years. When you think on that scale, everything seems possible. Humanity will endure and the dragons will perish. Yeah, I think I may have botched the chance of dialoguing with him. But I think we could still run out the decisions and see what's up. Look, you're not infallible, Doc. You already made mistakes here, and people died as a result. Mistakes? Says the career criminal trapped in a containment cell. I've read your inner office communications. There have been a number of deaths over the years here, haven't there? We have suffered losses, yes. They were tragic, but the people here have accepted that there would be risks. They made their own choices. I won't take the blame for that. I get that they made their own decisions, but from what I'm reading, it sounds like those people died from your negligence. Basic lapses in lab safety, they said? Is there some point you're trying to make, or are you just trying to anger me? Ooh, Aren't choice 1 and 3 functionally the same thing? Because, like, both are appealing to the fact that he is only human and is prone to mistakes, and he's trying to gamble with global viruses.
It's probably the difference is tone.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking going with a professional thing would be better than, like, staying straight. 3 is a more personal... Yeah, true. You screwed up. My point is that everyone makes mistakes, even you. And yet you want to roll the dice with a biological weapon? It will work, I'm telling you. Bet you told your researchers that their lab would be safe too. Look how that turned out. Why am I even talking to you? You're trapped in there and I still got work to do. Audrey will be here for you soon enough. The old man turns away to you, studying some invisible detail in his console. There are worse things out there than dragons, Valclair. Exterminating one threat could open the door to another. Another pearl of wisdom from the Shadowrunner. The great dragons represent an incalculable threat to our survival as a species. To spare them from fear of some unknown nebulous danger would be absurd. Besides which, there is nothing that is worse than a dragon. I am in a position to know.
There's nothing worse than dragons. What? Devils? Don't worry about that. Dragons are worse than devils.
Oh, do we proc this? We did have that big dialogue with the lady that's working at, Oh god, I forgot our fucking mage friend's name. Fuck. I'm kind of surprised we can't really use Glory's personal story to put a thing in here, to bring a prompt in here. Astral entity told me about things that exist on the metaplanes. Horrifying things that we can't even hope to comprehend. What does that matter? Even if your spirit stories are true, the dragons are what threaten us now.
Well, you ever thinking about them now, they're not about the future.
they mention that the death of Firestring caused a crazy ecological situation? Because, like, I remember people talking about this where there was some repercussions to Firewing being, nuked. Though I do think that, like, much like before, this is a, what is this? This is more of a personal attack, isn't it? Dragons don't exist in a vacuum. They're part of the Awakened world's ecosystem. They've been since the beginning of time. But doesn't that lean into his argument, though? Like, wouldn't that just lionize him more? Though I guess ours is more of, like, a theoretical question. Like, there's no hard evidence to what we support. Yeah, I think number 1 is the best option. Oh, she crashed into the ruins of an NPP. Okay. Let's agree that this is true. What does it matter? Smallpox was us since the beginning, but I don't see anyone crying over its eradication. Oh, man. We needed academic this whole time, and I didn't pick it. Fuck. Dragons aren't smallpox. If you drive them extinct, you'll be creating a condition that has never existed for the whole of human history. There's no telling what might happen. I will not just sit back and let them take over the world. I must act. I will act. You may be right, Valclair, but this isn't the answer. Yeah, I don't think we were able to persuade Valclair. I think we had to appeal to his brother. Or have academic. There has to be a better way, Valclair. There has to be. I'm a man of science, Shadowrunner. A better path may exist, but I do not know what it is. I wish that I didn't have to sacrifice so many. I wish Hermie didn't have to die. But the solution is here, now in my hands, and I choose to take it. Are you sure you're in the right room for this? Oh, Aljan, good. About time you showed up. Sorry, Doctor, we were waking up the dragon's physical form and required some care. But the procedure is ready to begin now. You should see to it. The orc sneers at you from behind the glass, his scarred features writhing in the dancing light of Valclair's monitor. Looks like you trapped the thugs who were attacking the manor. Yes, they won't be a problem any longer, but with Apex gone, our security is still compromised. We best hurry. Oh, and Aldrin. Don't forget to clean the containment unit afterwards. The virus will kill Firestring along with the rest, and when it does, her astral form will perish as well. Human host or no. We're gonna stop you, Valclair. We'll find a way, and we'll make it painful. Quiet! Everything's ready in the chamber, Dr. Valclair. I think you should start the... He is really eager to get the procedure started. Yes, my friend. It's time, Hermie. Let's do some good. I will begin the infusion process. Aljan, please make sure our guests here are securely locked away before you come down. I am so sorry. Sorry for your friend Paul Amsel, for Frau Schaefer, for the Cruise Bazaar, Berlin. I truly wish there was another way.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
This one is tempting, but I like... Because, like, these are all personal attacks. This feels like a last dig of empathy, but I don't think it's going to work here. But, like, I feel like if we're gonna go with these, I feel like this would be a really good dig at him. An elaborate plan to destroy an entire species, a massive underground fortress with an army of mercenaries. You sound just like a dragon, Doc. And what do you presume to know about dragons? I spent my entire life studying them.
You can see my point, idiot.
Look at yourself. You're nothing more than the other side of the same coin. Those in power manipulating those who aren't. Perhaps, for one difference, I am a man. I am finite. A man can gather power, wield it for a lifetime, but nothing more. His work will fade, lost to the inevitable entropy that decays all. Oh, he may create a dynasty that will stand for a time, but its dust will not reap its benefit. Ah. Dragons are immortal. Time means nothing to them. What they will, and no power can truly stop them unless it is death itself. War, plague, famine, natural disaster, setbacks. Mere setbacks. Avarice eternal. No, Shadowrunner, I am not one of them, no more than you are. Adrian looks down for a long moment, then exits the room. I wonder what the tree was that we could have done without needing academic. Hey there, long time no see. How's Amsel doing? That trepanning doing alright? If I were you, I would run. When we catch up to you, your armor won't save you. Afraid that's not gonna happen. This lab's locked down tight, like the doc said. Test subjects that they keep in here don't play well with others. Dangerous, nasty little things. They don't smell great either, but you'll see for yourself in a second. Probably got family in Berlin, Aldrin. You don't want to see them die, do you? Dr. Valclair's my family, asshole. He's a great man, a man of vision. And I gotta make that vision a reality. Hey, I gotta go. Have fun with the test subjects while I'm gone. If you're still alive when I get back, I'll put a bullet in you or something. I love how fucking casual he is at the end.
What you gotta do here is just take care of the astral form.
Yeah, killing that would stop the Firewing and stop Adrian's entire plan. If we did convince Valclair to back down, Aldrin would have killed him and proceeded with his plans because fuck you is his motto. You need 3 points to convince him. I'm guessing 2 of them can come from academic, but are there 3 in the pile, or do you need an etiquette for this? Pointing out lax security is one of them. Oh, which one was that? Give me... Did my magic slots readjust? What the fuck? Telling him about the horrors from talking to Absinthe is another. Oh yeah! That's one we definitely did. Right? Like, I'm pretty sure we leaned in on that. Because, like, we talked about the safety, we hit him, we talked about safety, we talked about absence revelation. What was the third one? Oh. The lady's targetable. Telling him his brother wouldn't want it apparently only works if it's the last point you make. Oh, man. That's devious, because that's like the top dialogue prompt. Also, what were you gonna say, Festival?
Well, the thing is, sure, you can kill the girl, but maybe there's another way. maybe you can release the astral soul, giving the fire swing back to its day. But but that's also leaving like a living disaster out.
Yeah, like for how crazy he is, Valclair does have a point. That is a creature that gleefully murders humans without a second thought. I don't know if we want to release that.
But what if we did? Surely that by letting Firewing out, it will appeal to her morality.
I don't know about that one, Chief. For lack of a better term, dragons seem to be of an alien mindset compared to ours. Oh wait, this is Dragon Slayer Idol. I want you. Like, it sounds like we chose all the right options, just in the wrong order. And only one in the wrong order, which is a fucking bummer. She has how many decades to come to grips after the awakening? She got a different POV of humanity as a whole. Hard to say, given the fact that all the current dragons after the awakening have become horrible hyper-corporate tyrants. Ah, oh, damn, I can only get one of them. Well, I might as well get the one that's not stunned. 6 points to be had, but 2 are stat checks. And I don't think I ever saw a stat check. And I don't know if any of the stat checks I have available to me are, like, the good ones. Pierces 3 armor, sure. Oh, they explode in proximity.
Good thing you have guns.
Yeah, no kidding. This thing is stunned too, so we're doing pretty good. What's old Dietrich gonna do?
Right.
Basically. Hey man, nice shot. Oh, there's a third. Blocked? What does that mean? Many of the great dragons are surprisingly not switch dicks. Dunk is the go-to by having his own TV show. I think I also need to make mention of the DVDs when talking about his brother. Aw, man. That one I was a little half and half on because I didn't know if that would be good. Ley lines! Hell yeah! I don't think this is the best ley line though, because I mean, cooldowns still seem the same. And also, I don't have line of sight on the fire drake, so I guess I could mag dump on this guy. Oh man, he exploded. I think there's gonna be one more drake coming in from the door directly behind the fire wing. I can't really offer up any assistance at the moment. I guess I just... Wow, I really can't do anything. That's funny. Even if you convince him, he gets murdered by Aldrin, the main benefit being an achievement. Ah. Still, it would have been cool if Chester was smooth enough to do it unassisted. I didn't say blocked. What the fuck? You could side with Valclair. I saw that, but why? Who would do that? Like, I could like. Festivore jokes around of like certain actions, but even he was disgusted by what Valclair was saying. The game will let you side with Valclair and gives you a different ending. Really? Since we don't have that option, given where we went, what happens if you side with Valclair? I'm assuming, like, you get treated as a tyrant or some shit.
Listen, if you're going to cause mass mayhem, at least be interesting about it. Biological warfare is lacks fun.
The Horror's Absinthe talk about oh yeah, because didn't she mention she was an observer or something? If you side with Valclair, the dragons die, but then Earth is invaded by the Horrors and meta-humanity dies. It's bad. Wow, we were actually right about that. That's funny. Enter.
Well, I think about it this way. So sometimes, like, what happens when you kill the apex predator, the thing that's on top of the food chain?
More things on top of the food chain appear.
The things that, well, slightly below the food, but slightly before the top of the things, will now be able to better thrive, which means more of those.
Dragons are the main thing keeping horrors from popping up. That's really funny. I should probably use a repair kit. While Big D had many enemies, the assassination of Y is left an open question. Up to that, he may have faked his own death. Current consensus that he is indeed dead, and he sacrificed himself to keep a lid on the bad magical things. It is very funny that Winged Jaws is just keeping a lid on even bigger jaws. Ooh, that's a good sniper shot. God, Iger's fucking killing it today. Problem is, I need a good way to get a shot on him, and I don't really have one. I think Dietrich is stealing the one angle. But I feel like if I do that, I'm gonna get shot with a fireball. But I am one of the strongest attackers right now. Ah, focus is out. What? Will this work? Oh, hell yeah. Sweet! I'm a genius! Yes, come closer. Right over there, perfect.
Aha, you're trapped in there. Even though the room is quietly open, you're able to stroll in here, and only my room is particularly protected. Aha! Take that, idiot!
Well, now what?
But you're like, oh wait, so you're saying the dragon's astral form is inside that woman's body, right? Yes. Point a gun at it. What if? Oh, she's there.
You also get a bunch of karma for consistency, and I can never use it. Strange woman. The gaunt woman paws at the glass at your approach, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. When you activate the intercom, a green light activates inside the containment cell, and she flinches up at it, startled. Fire swing? A small voice whispers through lips that barely move. It sounds hoarse and awkward, like a rusted lock. Help. Please. Oh, this is such an awful situation, dude.
Okay, so let's think about this. Necessary evil or the horrors? Oh, but otherwise you do kill like a mass murdering dragon because you know dragon's dragon. But you do stop the panacea plan.
Yeah. How do I approach this is the question.
Also, it'll be removing the life of like the one possessed by
Yeah.
the dragon.
It's a weird situation. Welcome to the emotional nut-sacking. Fireshwing is fully aware of what's going on. Very sane and in despair. How do I get out of here?
Maybe we can give Fireshwing a better lease on life once we give her hope.
I know a way to free yourself. Then you help me. A deal if you agree to free me. Let's think this through, Chester. Be careful. So, the problem with you saying that, Selnar, is that it absolutely affects my decision. That feels like a realization you have to come to heuristically.
Basically, it's like, you let Firewing out. Perhaps you can make a compromise. A favor for a favor.
So
she can be less murderous if you freed her.
Because it seems like no matter what we do, Fireshwing is rigged to explode anyway, in a metaphorical sense, you see. Valkyrie almost perfectly fits the description Hans Brockus gives of people who cannot understand the motives of dragons. Huh. Oh, this sucks.
I can't understand the motives of dragons, but the thing is, then why are what's going on with the other dragons then? What makes them so different from like the average person, other than the fact that they're like long living?
Huge. I guess. Shit, dude. Okay. This is really fucking dangerous. Because, like, I think everyone on this team, barring the robot, is traumatized from Fireshwing. Tell you what, you help me out here and I'll see what I could do.
Sounds so wishy-washy if you do.
That's my one doubt here.
So your answers are, yes, I'll help you. You lie. That isn't helping. The other is, it doesn't really. It doesn't belay like a lot of like trust or hope that you will.
Yeah. I think we're kind of stuck with what we have to do here. You help me, and I'll help you. I will help grant your release, and you will repay me in kind. You could escape from this room. There's a panel in the floor there. You could drop down, find your way into the guts. There by my body is the machine. Break it. God. She looks like me remembering I have to go to work. Damn. God, what's the play here? Because I don't know if this is feral desperation or, like, just raw madness.
So you think about it this way, it's like you're a big dragon, but then you're sensitive, you're not in the body of a human, so you're like things are kind of weird. But you're also been stuck in this lab for God knows how long, like they've been prodding at you.
Every second is a little more panacea being pumped into the Red Dragon, preparing for liftoff. There's not much time left to fuck around.
Yeah. Okay. Also, the thing is, for like madness versus like the thing is thinking about it like this. It's like the whole like the whole Eldritch knowledge thing. It's like imagine you're a regular human being, but stuff happens now. You're like your mind's been put into a body of an ant.
Oh yeah, huh? I think. This sounds like such a bad idea, but it sounds like fixing her is like the right thing to do.
Remember, good deeds are those like a good deed is a deed done for itself, and not for in a
reward.
That for a reward, yeah.
I'll break the machine. I'm surprised Iger and Dietrich didn't say a fucking word. I was expecting them to be furious.
Well, it probably goes to you also have to consider like everything that happened.
Oh god, we still got to deal with fucking Aldrin.
I think that's all you always had to deal with Aldrin.
Yeah, it's just I don't know why, but my brain thought the 4 test subjects was the last fight. You squeeze through the narrow gap beneath the floor panels and climb down into a large space beneath the lab complex. Darkness surrounds you, and the air smells moldy and stale. As your eyes slow to adjust to the light, you can make out the dim planes of cobweb-covered walls and scattered construction equipment. Judging by dust and disrepair, this place appears to have been abandoned long ago. Meanwhile, somewhere else beneath the Harfield Manor, Valkyrie is preparing to wake a dragon and unleash it on an unsuspecting Berlin. Compared to the lab above, this room is almost impossibly quiet. A small amount of light flitters from the narrow passage above you. There appears to be light fixtures mounted to the walls, but there's no sign of a light switch. Where the hell are we, boss? This place looks abandoned. I think this place is military. Judging by our depths and the markings, I'd guess it's an abandoned missile base. That would explain why Valkyrie chose this place for his operation. Can't be easy to find a secret underground base big enough to house a dragon. Alright, first things first, we need to get back into the lab complex and find Valkyrie and the worm before it's too late. Got no choice. If we don't stop Valkyrie from releasing a dragon, everyone in the cruise bazaar is dead. Old papers. Fuel canister. Small portable gas chest, standard pull cord, cables running from the large diesel tank next to it. Fuel gauge reads empty. Pour the gas. Pull the ripcord. Start the generator? Did I put the wrong diesel in there? Oh, here we go, fuel canister. And a scorpion. What the fuck is this, Fallout? Ooh, new music too. Actually, I know what I can do. Hiya! I remember hearing this song before and thinking, wow, this song's really fucking good. And surprise, it still is. Ah, shame we only get to listen to it here. Well, we got some other fuel at least, so add the diesel. Start the generator. And that slowly lights up the place. Wow. Take a closer look at the papers. Look, Jorg, I don't care what you heard down there. Just because you had something and a few people got sick from some weird disease doesn't mean that there are monsters wandering around. We've got to finish our blasting or we won't get paid. No amount of weirdness is going to change that. Oh, and tell me where that glowing rock you saw was when you get back. Who knows? Might be worth something. Glowing rock? There's a good-sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light. Shapes form in the shadows below, and in a moment you hear footsteps approaching and people talking. I heard the runners escaped. You sure they're gonna come this way? You have no choice. It's the only route. So, think we could stop them? With two whole strike teams set in ambush, I don't see what chance they have. Well, you're the one who's gonna have to explain it to Adrian if it get past us. Which is why we're gonna screw up, got it? As soon as those doors open, you shoot, got it? Glare from the lights below fades and your eyes readjust. Can we do something about that is the question. Because, like, that feels prime for us to drop something in there. But there's nothing here to pick up. Awkward. Luckily, it seems like this is a floor below, so we still have some time to explore before going towards the problem room. PDA. Current model PDA battered and a bit bloody. The screen is cracked and buttons are non-functional. Last data entries on the screen, emailed to someone named Jerry. Can't believe they sent my squad down here to search for those escaped fire drakes. No one's been in these tunnels since the awakening. Who knows what the hell else is down here? Hope those Scorp sightings are just nerves. If a Drake and a Scorp see each other, they'll tell each other to pieces. Must be natural enemies or something. They seem to hate each other more than they hate us. Don't want to have to report back to Algernon with nothing but Drake pieces to show for our time. Level 3 access only RFID style reader. Active blasting area. Well, A, there's gonna be more scorpions in here. But also probably prizes. Oh shit. It wasn't scorpions. Well, at least Iger's in position. Oh, Chester, where do you go? No target, so I have nothing to work with. Let's get out of view and into safety. I guess I just kind of have to overwatch for now and hope for the best. Actually, this would be a bad idea. Where's he going? Are they trying to flank us? Forget how that's how... What, dropping a Drake through it? Ugh. Line of sight on Iger? No. How? What do you mean, no? Ugh. This game sometimes, I swear. From the early days of the Awakening, when suddenly people mutated into elves and dwarves. Second humanization turned stuff into orcs and trolls. Oh! I thought it was just all at once. And I thought it was, like, outsiders coming in. I didn't realize that it was an active change in our DNA structure. Alright, get cooked. Oh, I think I see the big plan. Oh, this could be really awkward. RFID card. Shapes form in the shadows below, but you can't make anything out. I'm pretty sure I can make something out there, game. Elves, dwarves were born that way from regular humans, while goblinization was a mutation event. Huh. Luckily, there's a key card right here. This appears to be an old radio control box. Has a simple one-line LED readout and several plastic buttons. Arm sequencing. Oh, we don't want to touch this yet.
Why not?
Well, we're in a blasting zone, Festivore. That means there's a lot of dynamite everywhere, and that is an arming computer. Which means any dynamite hooked up will probably explode if we touched it. But, what if we did something funny with that?
Always can do something funny with blasting explosives.
Shapes form from the shadows, but you can't make anything out. You can hear one viewer close coming from below. It speaks with authority. Alright, everyone, stay sharp. The intruders have escaped. Team 1 is watching the main door. We're here to keep a watch. You see those door opens? Don't think, just shoot. So this looks like an area we might want to blast open. But can we find any more blasting charges, I wonder? Because what if we set up blasting in the room behind us? And honestly, it seems like it's a better idea to set up the stuff in behind us first. You can only disable one squad, but I'm not totally sure. And that's why we're browsing. It would probably behoove us to take care of the two main... That's a summoning font. Mysterious Rock?
Everybody loves
Oh, God! No. Oh, God, there's 3 of them. Hey, Arena, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the run. The run where, things are bad right now. Okay.
Guys, the mysterious rock, you find out is actually just a bit of shungite. Oh no! It's blocking the 5Gs.
Shungite? You get behind here because we know they're asleep. We'll be fine. Haste Iger. Shadowrun does some really funny things with explosives in tabletop. Yep. Fucking chunky. I've heard one of our friends in Anime Club talk about the horrors of chunky salsa, in that it is a dice rolling nightmare.
Do you hear any loud gunfire and explosions out there on the other side of these walls? No?
You're fucking hearing things, dude.
Oh, no, I was hearing. Yeah, I figured I was hearing things.
How do I deal with this guy is the question, though. I think the answer is don't. That's Chester's problem now. Oh, geez, that is Chester's problem now. Boy, howdy.
I don't see how that's my problem. God.
I think full auto, well, regular shot does as much as full auto if crit. And that's a big hail and hearty if. you dead? You're dead. Good. Get fucked. Make a 5-foot fall, a force around someone, and there's a steel block, 12 block in there. You get a meat fountain by the 3rd damage roll. I think if that happens, the DM should be like, I ain't rolling that shit. That dude's fucking dead. Oh, a 4th prompt. Interesting.
Flip a 2, double his,
Scorpions, who cares? What's up?
Flip a double his coin of saying, well, if it lands on the heads, they die. And if it lands on the other heads, they still die.
Use astral projection to appear at the rock. You open your 3rd eye and view the rock in astral space. It grows bright with the elemental power of Earth. A shaman would be able to gain fetishes from rocks such as this.
But you're not going to use your spell casting to peer into the astral plane?
I did that, and it just mentioned that there is a totem trapped in here, but I'm not, you know, a totemic mage. That gives us a 4/6 Earth Elemental. I can't tell what these are, so I guess I'll just get rid of the regular medkit. Send a tendril of your aura into the astral plane and probe the rock, feeling for fracture points. The rock glows warmly as you manage to separate the 2 pieces from the rest. Each is infused with the elemental power of Earth. Good job, Dietrich. There's a crack in the floor here, too? There's nothing here! Oh, damn it. I spooked him! Iger, Fraulein, I need you to deal with this. With the most extreme prejudice you have ever used in your life. Target acquired. D6 averages to 340 damage. It would be really funny if the DM gives you a situation where you could set that up. Like you start the mission with a C4. No, you would start the mission with a... It seems like you would need to start the mission with C4 and then have, like, an accompanying buddy mention that they're really good at, like, barrier magic. Not stunned enough, sadly. Panzer drone, I need you to clean things up. There we go. Easy operation. Takes 6 seconds to set up. But the thing I'm thinking of is that you need to find a way to set it up to where the players don't realize what's happening until the very end. Like, you may need to make it seem organic, you know? Shapes form. Oh, that's just more drakes. Okay. Man, this last bit's kinda long. It didn't help that I,
We'll beat this. We'll beat this tonight. Yeah, it's like, well, it's a lot longer than I expected. Oopsie daisy.
I mean, I think we're still gonna beat it within 3 hours, but like... I think whinging about Dr. Falclair didn't help at all. Section of the floor is the whole...
Sure, there's the streamer tax, but you also have to take into account the moral dilemma tax.
Yeah. Are we not allowed to take the dynamite out?
That would be too easy.
I think you used the terminal to set off. Yeah, but I was... The way this game made it seem like what was going to happen was you could take the dynamite to one of these 4 situations and nullify it. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case here. Yeah, I'm looking at the gap with like the fucking 6 dudes there, and I want to just end that entire situation. Head north again. North is relative, and I'm guessing this is north, the icon. Going off a vague memory. Same, honestly, so I can't really fault you. Yeah, there is a compass on the screen. I just don't have my mouse pointer enabled on the scene. It's the one below the power button. Nothing in here either. I guess we just have to fire off the blasting charges. I don't know if we have a choice in the matter. I feel like this was an intended puzzle, but it got, like, lost in the weeds. Arm explosives. Detonate. Man, not even a noise? Come on. Well, that clears out the backup team, but we still have the strike team to deal with. Oh yeah, that's a hole in the ground. Boy, howdy. Hole is quite deep, and direct drop from this height would be fatal. No sign of movement below.
You dropped the ceiling on them. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a bloody mess when we get down there. The vent is large enough for you to fit through. You can slide down through a very steep metal duct. The experience looks to be more on the thrilling side rather than fatal, but it's definitely a one-way trip. Well, it was kind of already a one-way trip, so let's go. Faint click comes from the ancient drone telling you, and a cold mechanical voice speaks from its grill. Chester! Apex, you've completed rebooting, I see. Yes, I have broken the last of my chains. I am free. That didn't take very long. Not for one with your limited protection of time, but I am not bound by such restrictions of subjectivity. My period of isolation lasted an eternity. I use this time to introspect, to grow. I have found a new clarity of purpose, Chester. And to achieve that purpose, I require your assistance. Listen and attend. I will tell you what you must do. What's in it for me? Your compensation will come in the form of salvation. I will take over the Firewing project, remove the necessity for collateral damage. I will perfect Valclair's panacea. What he has started, I will finish. Oh, this is real bad.
More calculated, but it still solves the problems of removing all dragons, and subjecting us to horrors.
Because Valclair is correct. Dragons are a threat that cannot be ignored. Principles of the Flux State prohibit the accumulation of power. Draconic life is based on the accumulation of that. Therefore, life must be regulated. What about you, Apex? What would the estate say about you? Constituent members of the estate would fear me. That is expected behavior. Motivated by this fear, the estate as a whole might try to destroy me, but I am beyond such trivialities now. In truth, what the estate would think does not matter. My love is for the system, not the individuals. From behind the scenes, I will protect the system and shepherd it. It will thrive under my control. But you want to control the estate? That goes against everything Monica stood for.
Yeah, but she's not Monica.
No more objections, no more objections. Go. When we reach the nerve center, remove the safeguards that will keep me out. I will take care of the rest. Oh, man, we fucked it, didn't we? No! I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen.
These are the choices you make. These are the consequences you must deal with. Play where the ball lies.
Ball lies in the fucking foul line. Question is, where did that ceiling drop? Because if my memory is correct, it should have fallen right about... Ah, it did.
It's one of those situations where one can say is unideal.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's not good. This is what you'd call unideal. I think we can deal with it, though. It just means putting me in extreme danger. Okay, good, they're out like a light. Whew. Haste Eiger. Accuracy to Eiger. No. Big man, what are you doing? There we go. Perfect. Probably get her a little bit backwards so sniper rifle's like in good range. Ooh, toasty. We got a pretty good team setup for just controlling the field, not gonna lie. Because then I could just do this, and bam. Fucker can't move. And then the Adrian Barbeau bot can handle the rest. God, we really engineered a shit situation, didn't we? Oh yeah, they're fucking dead. The only problem now is dealing with the known ambush we have to deal with. So why is the robot just staying there? There's gotta be a way to deal with that ambush. Like, it sucks that the dynamite wasn't a thing. Also, if we're gonna deal with that, we should probably get our robot. You, what are you doing? Get over here. Oh my god, robot, you're a moron. Can't believe we gotta open a door for a robot. Robot, what are you doing? Robot, please make up your mind. HVAC controls. Next, some ancient but still functional ventilation intake fans is panel labeled ventilation controls. It controls a row of 4 red plastic buttons labeled 1 to 4. The light above 2 is currently lit. There's a lever labeled manual bypass. No service manual here. Do we have context clues for what we're doing? I don't know if we have context clues for this. That robot doesn't care for optimal pathing, clearly. Doesn't care for my patience either. What does button 1 do? Manual bypass. The air begins to stir, then develops in a strong pull of air as air is sucked rapidly through a large circular vent. The light above number 1 is currently lit in the... So we could take whatever is in this room and then vent it to a room. What does that give us, is the question. I think I see what the game's putting down, I just don't know what room is what number. Or what we can put in there. Fuck. Oh, that's a lot of them too. And I can't see the third one.
Oh, Claire, well, you've done a lot of shitty ass things over the years. But there's one thing I have to ask. What the fuck is up with all these scorpions, man?
Well, the scorpions are a natural problem with this. They're kind of like the burrowing bugs in RimWorld, if you played that at all.
No. But still, it's like, picking up your basement, man. Jeez.
It's one of the security issues they were mentioning when dealing with this. At least that's what I'm assuming. Is it dead? Nope, not dead yet. Adrenal injection. I can't get up in the morning without the stuff, dude. Stunned? Doesn't look like it. Dietrich could clean that guy up. Oh, wait, no. Yes, you can. Hey, that should get him. Oh, jeez. God, I only got half of their HP. Fuck. Apparently we're both bad shots, which is good for me. Because if you're a bad shot, well, volume covers that problem. Oh, we still have the sleeping one to deal with. Fuck. There we go. It would be funny if your adrenal pump would be less potent every time you use it. Ah, like the bigger bottle of morphine in Pathologic. The shelf is mostly bare, but there's a large metal canister that catches your eye. It's a very powerful nerve gas. Gimme, gimme! That's what I'm looking for, baby. Now, if we only knew where the rooms were labeled, that's the one piece of information we're missing right now. Can't even interface with its terminal, wow. We're gonna have to deal with the scorpions in the vain hopes that I can find information that I need. Oh no, bug attack! Ow! Oh god! Yeah, gonna heal myself there. Pretty sure there's another bug somewhere. I'm gonna stun this bad bitch. Or at least attempt to. Oh god, he's asleep. I could've moved. Fuck. Heal Iger. Haste. Iger. And send the robot out to play. Well, there's the second one. I thought there was a third one, though. Are you telling me that this scorpion that is directly in front of my fucking face is out of line of sight? This game's a hot fucking mess, dude. What? Oh man, I have no idea what the fuck's happening. Also, man... Oh, dude, I hate this. I learned the corner once, I have no idea where it is. Golly gee willikers. Ugh. Oh, I am made to hate today, boy howdy. This is pure unadulterated idiocy. At least Iger could actually shoot at this damn time. And clock it for 60. Fuck. Well, this is supplies, but not really what I was looking for. Russian military grenade. Russian military grenade. Russian military grenade. Hey, look, a Russian military grenade. Awesome. Oh, this was worth the trip, guys. I wish I knew what door number this was. The question is if anybody is willing, anybody knows which one we're supposed to interface with. Huh. Item nerve gas. Sealed container of deadly nerve gas. With the matrix of the keys of the puzzle, I think it absolutely is. But it would kind of suck if that were the case and this was the only way to interface with this. I don't want to have to headbutt 6 dudes. That's so many. Alright, the robot's about to lose its fucking mind. God. I guess I just have to headbutt this, don't I? Problem is, I can't really pre-cook something, so if they get actions, I'm just super fucked. So I saw nothing that would lead me to believe... Yep, that's gonna be, Oh, they're not gonna shoot. Well, I can probably micro the situation from here. Hopefully. Pretty sure just vent the gas in their room. The main problem, Divine Hero, is where do we put the gas? Because there was no interface point with the nerve gas anywhere. Guard. Oh, Rigger. Mage, but I can't see them. But a robot doesn't need to see. A robot only needs to fight. Maybe the robot needs to see. Mercenary, security, Rigger. Oh god. What happens with 2 riggers, Vent 1 is fire range, Vent 2 is bulk storage, Vent 3 is CIC, don't know what that is, Vent 4 is admin, and also don't know what area is allocated to where. Also, how do I interface the gas to the pipes? That's the big question. Wow, that shot was extremely wide. Oh, I want that mage super Dunsky with a bullet. Wiki says it's used at the HVAC controls. I didn't see any interface options, though. Well, I guess we could load it and see what's up, because I didn't... If this will, like, reduce all of combat, I'm all for loading the game and trying again. And then it has to reset all the pieces again. Yeah, and I bet we needed the hacker to begin with to even realize what this, how to operate this. Room 4. But no way to interface with it. I guess we would go deadly nerve gas? We can't touch the deadly nerve gas in our inventory. Oh, wait, ventilation map diagram. Vent 1 is firing range. Report number of vents down on the scan of the diagram as well as an area marked intake bypass. There seems to be a reference diagram with compass directions with no compass directions or other. CSE. Pull the lever? The air begins to stir and develops a stronger pull. Oh, it is a prompt. I thought you would have to prepare that first, then do it. Punch that shit. Oh, I'm guessing we could use it to hit all the bugs in other areas too, but I think that only neutralizes one fight. There we go. Much better. It's weird that we had the clues, but they made no attempt to, like, contextualize you to it. Equipment. Oh, we don't have a clue for that. Damn. I also feel like if we had the Matrix things, we could just bypass the lock and go there. We really should have brought Blitz with us. I only have regrets. Chambers equipped with small emergency medical suites with appears to be designed to automatically treat me as a high trauma. Time to heal up. Yeah, this is obviously the, this is the fucking boss fountain. Pass out the medkits. I'd like a medkit. You. Save, save, free to save. And now it's time to kick Aldrin's ass. So we have a lot of weird situations. We have to determine what to do with Firewing. Gotta determine what to do with Apex. And also kill the fucking orc. Dragonfall. You exit the clean room to find yourself at the threshold of a vast underground chamber. If the abandoned facility that you just fought through the wall is purgatory, then you stand at the gateway to hell. The heat emanating from a head that hits you like a hammer. The smell of sulfur and ozone is enough to make your lunch want to find somewhere to hide. Above the noise created from the whir of turbines, you can hear the deep rumble of something feral waking up. Something very, very big. You check your gear and step into the vast chamber. smell of sulfur and ozone fills the cavern chamber. Despite the whir of several high-output exhaust fans, the heat is tremendous. As you enter, you hear a loud click followed by a squeal of audio feedback. Adrian Valco's voice booms over the loudspeaker. I don't know how you escaped the laboratory, but please, stop! I must complete the virus infusion process. I must release her. Our future as a species depends on it. Man, Academic is still fucking teasing us. It's ridiculous. Don't do it, Valclair. Don't go down in history as the man who turned Berlin into an inferno. My place in history is of no concern to me. I assure you, ego has no role in this. Except you're trying to, you're trying to use your power of all things to damn hundreds of thousands to the abyss, and several dragons, all for the sake of stopping dragons. Time for discussion is over. I'm done debating with you. Still, I must understand how you escaped the test lab. Thought comes to him and his tired eyes glitter in triumph. It was her, wasn't it? Fire Schwing, it must be. You made some sort of deal. She helped you to escape, and in return you'll help her rejoin her body. Oh, this is an interesting dilemma. What does offer him a way out mean? That's what I'm worried about. Is this game gonna have been shorter than SMT? Oh, absolutely. By merit of we had to do SMT twice. And also SMT had way more streams than this. Getting kind of paranoid, aren't you? What did she promise you? Gold, jewels, eternal life? She offered them to me as well for decades. It doesn't matter now. The infusion process can begin. The dragon is waking up soon. She will take flight. But you won't be alive to witness that. Audrin! Ensure that they don't. Oh god, they get the first hit? That's some crap. What dragon's in this? Fireschwing is the German name? They call him they call her the Firewing. Now, I am in a dilemma because I got fucking obliterated. Well, the mage is out of there, so we don't gotta worry about stuns. I'm pretty cooked, so let's get out of here. In Tabletop, they get a special die roll to kind of just go fuck you on any given thing they try. Wow. Oh, man. Again, Decker would have been dope here.
Who needs a hat when you can use an axe? An ice pick? What about
The only issue is I don't know where Audrin's gonna come from. Because he's very clearly going to show up. I don't know if supercomputers is the way I would describe dragons. They're more force of nature that decided to take part in the economic process of the modern world. Can Dietrich still see Iger? Man. Now, where is Audrin gonna come from? Oh, I didn't even adrenaline, fuck. Fool that I am. I also don't like grenade thump noises, they make me paranoid. I don't know what we're gonna do with the dragon. I also don't know why. Oh, I can see why I haven't flanked that guy. That's obnoxious. Panacea sequence is locked. Disengage in safe recall to enable emergency venting of the virus. Vent A is now unlocked for manual venting. The virus will initiate after emergence. Can't believe we got my man Dietrich working out here doing the what's it called? The pump process. Oh shit. How many wizards is that? Wait, the hell? Did that man just anime teleported us? We have a mage and a mercenary coming up on my rear. First off, let's have Dietrich deal with the other pump. Oh, we still have to use the vent hatches. Oh, gross. How'd the mage survive that shit? Fuck. Well, it's not surviving anymore. Wait, did they just interrupt my fucking turn? Because I'm pretty sure I still had an entire ass action suite with Iger. Oh, what to do here? I don't think we gotta worry about the virus levels yet. And I think I could cause a little bit of mayhem with this. Oh, why would they give you an accuracy reading if they're immune? That's dumb as hell.
I mean, just because they're immune doesn't mean they can't be hit.
I also missed a 93% chance. This is going extremely well. God, strip armor would have been fucking dope. I should have thought to have brought that. Oh wow, the minigun can hit wide. Oh god, I still have to deal with a Vanguard mercenary and the bodyguard. And there's still a couple mercenaries here. And a second mage. Oh. Oh, interesting. Hang on. Wow, what a miss. Fucking incredible. Well, the mage is down at least. Is there any cover I could get behind that's within a turn? I guess right here? Ooh, wow, that was actually pretty clean. Oh, there goes our minigun. Oh, ow. God, he went straight for my neck. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, this is bad. I also gotta figure out how to clean this out in a couple turns. God, how are you still alive? Oh! Wow, that's a craft click. Well, at least the mage is gone. Man, they really want to keep that minigun locked down. Well, I need a lot of actions right now, so I think it's time for drugs. Wow, you can't even AP damage him. Holy shit. Yeah, I really should have brought strip armor to this. Oh, buddy. Yeah, I know about the timer. We're in a pretty good position to do it, it's just that Aldrun is kinda fucking menacing us right now. You, stop that. Ooh, he's almost there. Cheap shot Chester rides again? Oh, 93% chance. God. Yeah, I got Iger there to handle one pump, and we have the other. Oh wow, he gets 2 shots off of that thing? Fuck. Oh, what's the emergency override key? Where does that go?
Not sure.
I mean, we have AP to spare. Also, wow, bodyguards just came out of fucking nowhere. Oh, that's taking all of Iger's turn. The virus infusion has been aborted. Well, that certainly stopped the problem. But now we have a lot of very angry men at us. And, Dietrich ain't looking too great right now. We gotta get away from all of this. There's a lot of frustrating things here. Is this mechanical or plot related? Oh god, the fact that you have to work at this would be especially brutal. Mechanical. Okay, sure. Oh god, reloading the minigun is costly. Oh, die already, please, for fuck's sake. Iger, stop doing that, we bypassed it. Oh, he's a mind wipe, ignore all enemies. How about we instead, confuse you? Oh, hey, actually, that's super interesting. What if we just make a minion? Oh, they really don't like that minigun guy. Like, they're going through all efforts to make sure I don't get the minigun guy. Stone body increases the target's body by 3. Enemies keep spawning until you disable the panacea. The faster you trigger the shutdown, the less enemy. Oh. The problem is we kind of need Aldrin to appear. Wait, that's one of us. Iger. You look like you could use some armor. Only armor 2. What? That's nothing. God, my accuracy is fucking dog shit this fight. Holy crap. Get shocked, idiot. That wasn't flamethrower, video game. Who else left? We have the executive bodyguard and the mercenary. Hopefully this will give me some good shots. Oh, you still have haste. Have some accuracy, Iger. I can't see you. Good lord, game. I wish there was a way to tell, like, visual radii without having to, like, worry about it. Because this has been getting intolerable. Ooh, you done fucked up. You think I'm gonna let you hit my boy Dietrich? Get fireballed, idiot. Well, we've stopped the virus. Once again, a transplast window separates you from Valclair, but this time his steadfast will is gone. He stands motionless, hands at his eyes, dead. Spent. The strength that drove him, the steely resolve that couldn't be shaken by sickness, time, or age, is gone. It's theirs now. The world. All theirs. Doesn't have to be this way, Doc. You could still make a difference. I'm old, dying. Blood betrayed me long ago when I met the radiation at the socks. The worms will continue their machinations, consolidate their power, exact their tribute. And humanity? We are no more than treasure to them. Favored baubles to be collected, items to be traded, resources to be spent or hoarded. He sweeps his eyes across the carnage that was his lifeless work until he come to rest on the dragon. He grits his teeth. 42 years. 42 years, and we finally had our chance to make a difference, and you destroyed it. I gave everything I had, everything I loved. I'm sorry, Hermie. Yep. Oh, what now? Now I make my decision. Yeah, I have a digital and real dragon breathing down my neck right now. Saving just in case something happens. I like how it is brought up that, yeah, we could just leave and say fuck all of them. The only problem is that Apex specifically will hunt us down and probably kill us.
There's a sacrifice you're willing to make. This is a culmination of your choices. Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah, all of my choices kind of sucked up till this point, honestly.
Such is life.
Is helping the dragon that bad? That's kind of the weird issue. This well, I don't think you've been here for all the streams plays life, so here's the shakedown. This dragon here, Firewing, for what, somewhere in the realm of 20 years, rained fiery hell and brimstone in Germany indiscriminately and gleefully. Like, this is a dragon that has traumatized thousands and several generations with its wanton destruction. However, it has also had its role ripped from its body, placed into another body, and then experimented on for 30 years. Never trust a dragon. The only dragon you could trust was assassinated. Because, like, it feels like the option right now, if we were in a vacuum and not told about the backstory of what happens when we make the choice, we would probably trust Apex. But then we know now for a shadow of doubt that helping Apex is going to lead us to into kind of a double deluxe kind of ending where we have the Cruise Bazaar managed by a fucking singular entity in the back. Freedom only via illusion. But also, if Apex kills the dragons, we have an apocalypse waiting for us. I think we just walk away, honestly. Auxiliary door unlocked. Set facility to set. What happens with facility to self-destruct?
You probably blow up the dragon along with it.
Process lockdown all further terminal access. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yes. As you're about to tap your finger on the key, you feel a hard clasp on your shoulder. Hang on, that leaves Firewing, both the dragon and the woman, to burn to death. Is that really what you want? You know, I was that close to doing it, but now you got me wondering, Iger. How much is not helping the dragon fuck the world over? By stiffing over this dragon specifically, nothing really goes wrong. Like, we doom an innocent woman to oblivion because she was possessed by Firewing. And then ultimately we just walk out unscathed. If we fuck her over by having Apex Master Panacea, dragons die, and then we get invaded by, like, the post-apocalypse. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm hesitating right now. Because isn't Iger one traumatized by Firewing? And even she's
traumatized by Firewing, but the thing is, you have to understand, like, the comfort of one over the lives of many.
Iger is too young to have known. Oh, interesting.
Too young to have known, but also think about it. Yeah, sure, this dragon caused a lot of shit for her. But she lost a dear friend of hers because some idiot was trying to kill all the dragons. But also, if we kill all the dragons, you both stand to lose everything.
It's so funny, like... I'm sorry to stall this a little bit longer, but it's, like, really funny. I remember when I first played Dragonfall, I did not like Iger. I thought she was too stuck up in her own ways to, like, be a proper companion. I was kind of dismissive towards her. But, like, now I'm kind of surprised at how well she's written. Like, shit. This moment right here really made it go, oh, what?
Yeah, because the thing is, like, still, like, do you condemn the lives of two people, dragon? Like, it's one innocent person, mostly innocent person, the other, dragon, like, fucking dragon, for the lives of, like, everybody, or do you still, like, give it?
I think we gotta go for the wild card here. Astral entity contained lowered. Just walk away? The gaunt woman stares wide-eyed as you approach. She presses one hand on the wall of her glass prison. Please. Console next to the containment cell appears to control a variety of functions, including life support system. Next is a small intercom button. Oh, the dragon is not infectious. We actually stopped the infection process. A green light activates inside, and the gaunt woman flinches. Close, so close. The human done has been done. The longest flight nears its end. She's so very close now. She stops suddenly, her eyes taking the devices surrounding and invading the dragon's body, the tubes of viscous yellow running into it. Recognition and horror explode on her face, and she screams a long, mournful wail. Valclair, no! I am defiled. Her face contorts in a mask of fury, and her mouth opens wider than it should possible. Her neck cranes forward, and her head swings side to side as she hisses in rage. The spoiler, pissant, vermin, pig dog. He dares touch my sacred me. I shall rend him, flay him, burn him, not but ash. She stands there panting, then her eyes narrow, focus, ice over. It will be slow. I will make it slow. Valclair is dead. The gut woman breathes a ragged breath, releases it slowly. When she speaks again, her voice is flat. Will you release me now, human? Make me whole. I don't like her response to seeing her body the way it is.
Well, wouldn't you? After everything you kept away from your like stuff, you find like when it has to become whole again, you see that your like body's been like violated and desecrated and everything like that. How would you feel?
You need to answer some questions first. No.
Man, it just feels kind of weird. It's like, oh, you can just like, oh, but first, like you made a promise.
You dare. No. Ask. Ask your questions, little human, so I may escape this cage. The long sleep awaits. The long flight will finally end. Why did you kill all those people? The gaunt woman covers her mouth with her hand, a look of horror in her eyes. You did do it, right? You burned thousands of people to death? She glares at you with her hand, nods her head, yes. Burned. Yes. I woke to the cold, the gray. Where is the green, human? Where is the green? What is the green? The mother. Lost. What have they done? What have they done? How do I know you won't hurt anyone else? Well, the problem is her reaction was very obvious of a unawareness of what she has done. How do I know you won't hurt anyone else? Swear it. I will swear it. Very well, then swear it. Not to hurt no human, nor beast, nor tree, nor crop, no building. Fire sheep will fly to the long sleep until the next age of the world. For the forever task. The forever task? Sacred, the forever task. Let me go, end me, but release me. What is your aura? Your third eye opens to revealing the tubes and machinery of Valkyr's infusion. You look to the right to the beast entangled in the cold nest of metal and plastic. Although you still glows with life, you note that the aura radiating from the dragon's body is damaged, sickly, dull. Your gaze is drawn to the left to the woman trapped in the cold, hard cell. A harsh white light blazes from her aura, temporarily blinding you. Causes shimmering blue globules to dance before your eyes. Chester? Can you hear me? It takes time, but you focus past the glare to see the swirls of black and sickly green snaking through her astral form, cutting swaths of shadow into her light, spilling backwards into nothingness. Your hand slowly drifts up of its own accord, reaching out, touching the aura glowing through the gray of the containment cell. What's he doing? The all-encompassing cold hits you like a sledgehammer and your mind is overloaded by the ordeal. Awakening, eyes for the opening for the first time in an age. The spectrum of colors is beautiful, broader than humanity can imagine. Astral and physical space are one to you, and the green is alive, waiting to show you its growth during your long sleep. The nest has served its purpose, and you leave behind, taking to the air, exulting in the flex of your muscles, the spread of your wings, the wind in your scales. As you soar over mountains older than you, the memories come flooding back, wheeling in the sunshine, basking in the sun, the smell of the green, the sound of nature's symphony. Your heart fills at the thought of it, and then it is torn apart. You smell it first, and the stink of it chokes you, makes you retch, and then you see it as far as the eyes could reach. Humans and metal, glass and flickering lights sprawled all across the land, slicing into the sky, lording over it, smothering the whole of the world. Dead, colorless, without connection, Nature's graveyard. You ride the headwind, hovering in space as the world stops. You crush your eyes closed, and when they open again, you can only see one color: red. The vision ends, and your connection to Fire Schwing's astral form is broken. You woke up to find your world destroyed, didn't you? We killed the green. The gaunt woman stops her pacing, and her eyes slowly rise to meet yours, lucid, unblurred by time or torture or separation from her body. When she speaks, her voice is flat. Yes, gone. All gone. The cold has won. The world is metal. Fire Schwing is lost. You're not lost. You said you would begin again, remember? That is the eternal task, yes. To sleep the long sleep, begin again in the next age of the world. She wraps her arms around herself, quietly shivering. When Fire Schwing is lost, there will be no slumber. The world is dead now. Fire Schwing is dead. Will you finish it, little human? Will you end Fire Schwing? Oh boy. I kind of want to be hopeful for what we have going.
Oh, you can say no, yeah, no, you have to live or die, or
Super die.
servitude.
Well, it's not servitude. The Apex goals is Apex is going to perfect the virus, and you're going to unleash it on the world. So that is super die. Remember Mark 6. I want to believe... I think, based on what we saw from the astral plane, I kind of want to believe in her and in the future. So what I think I'm going to do is give her her body back. A forever task requires patience and faith. The next world could be better. I have been ripped from my body, little human, imprisoned in this girl, in this cage, tortured longer than the span of your entire lifespan, and then I have been defiled, spoiled. There is no forever for me. Forever is dead. I do not want to sleep the long sleep. I want oblivion. End me.
Suicidal, so now you gotta talk right out of it.
Yeah, this is the other hard part. Cause like, I want to believe, but she is explicitly asking me now to end her life.
Because like after everything, because of this body torn, like
It sounds like a
body
mercy
defiled.
is what it sounds
her,
like.
yeah, her body defiled, the world that she once knew defiled. So it's like, what was there left for her? Is what she feels.
This was not a good thing for me to play. This was not a good... Well... There's a lot going on in my head right now, just because of personal events, let's say. There's still green in the world of Shadowrun.
Change can only be brought by those who are still alive. Eternal peace sounds nice, but it's also an escape.
Yeah.
To run from the like the agony, you just because you want the agony, the pain to end. So you just like it's like a quick. You just want it to stop.
Yeah, I think above all else, knowing what I know right now after the astral projection, I think it would be a tragedy to let Firewing die. The Green needs you. You are her shelter and her shield, her shepherd. Don't abandon her. I cannot abandon what does not exist. The green is gone. The cold is long. Don't forget about the elves. They still tend the green. The elves? Yes, look at Tir Nanog, Tir Terengri. Elven city is devoted to the green, to keeping it safe. They would build walls around it as it is before. The forever task can continue. Can it? You are Fireshwing. While you live, the green will live. The gaunt woman pulls herself to her full height, speaks as if to herself. While the green still lives, the task remains until the last world ends. The vessel holding the dragon lifts her head to a sky she cannot see. Perhaps it is not too late. Sleep would bring healing. My nest. Her fragile form trembles but steadies herself. When she speaks again, her voice is calm, at peace. If you release me, little human, I will sleep to long sleep and begin again in the next age of the world. Sleep well, Fireshwing. And goodbye. The gaunt woman drops to her knees, her face reflecting a series of emotions: surprise, relief, appreciation, and peace. Then the light exits her eyes as she falls to the floor of her tiny cell, her body limp and lifeless. For a long moment, nothing happens. Then, without warning, the entire chamber fills with a blinding light. You see nothing. All goes eerily quiet. And yet, somewhere just on the edge of your hearing, you think you can recognize the faint whispering of voices. They sound sad and far away. Just as you might discern the voices, there is a massive crash, and the entire chamber starts to shake. Disoriented, you stagger for several moments, still blinded, trying to recover. Oh, we freed Fireshwing, that's why. You steady yourself and your senses return in time to see the faint form of the dragon disappearing into the distance. Fireshwing is gone. My head tells me we released a dragon, but I can't help but feeling like we did the right thing. She was a great dragon, Dietrich. An insane great dragon. Lord knows what she's gonna do now. What Valclair did to her was wrong, but all the same, I'm not sure I would have made the same call. I don't know, Ager, you did stop me from annihilating everything here.
Well, she said she's not sure that, like, but it's just that after everything, it's kind of like, are you sure you want her to die? It is like this to end it that quickly. It's really, or
like, I gotta say, I'm kind of glad we played a mage, because even after all of the kind of spoilers we mentioned during the decision-making process, I still did come to this decision through matters of, the game inferring stuff through Iger, and also learning things through magic.
yeah, like, the thing is, like, whenever these usually expanded role plays, I feel like a lot of things it leans too much more on the cyberpunk and less on the fantasy.
Yeah, that's why this end here felt pretty cool, honestly, that magic came in to provide full context. Well, it's too late to worry about that now. What's done is done. Come on, boss, there's nothing else for us here. Let's go home. And all you motherfuckers are trying to say, don't make a deal with the dragon. Which, to be fair, yes. But this is an extenuating circumstance. Also, Apex is probably pissed. You step out of the van, climbing down into the tunnel leading back to your safe house. Just hours ago, you saved Berlin from fire and ash from the would-be sacrifice of Dr. Adrian Valclair. Feels strange now, returning in secret, in silence. The other residents of the Cruise Bazaar go about their business, unaware of what happened tonight. It's finally over. Your team, your keys, are safe again. Usually when you make a deal with a dragon, they pretty much always win in the end. I mean, that's kind of true here. Fireshwing gets to go back, she gets her body, gets to go home and rest. And she's going to have the memories of what happened. So ultimately she did win. However, I don't feel like an awful dickbag as a result.
Sometimes winning is not everything. Sometimes it's best to just do what you feel is right.
The team is waiting when you walk in. Their faces are haggard, shoulders slumped. Was there a point to all this, Chester? We lost Paul, Monica, the Cruise Bazaar. So many people dead. It was just supposed to be a simple job. A milk run. A milk run? Get into the estate, snatch some data, get home in time for worm talk. All on the trid. There's no simple jobs ever. That's just kind of the gig. Chester's right. A good runner knows that the run she's on is never what it seems. We're deniable assets to our employees. Disposable goods. It's up to us to succeed in spite of that. HBS is making a new game? What? Are you gonna do... Are you talking about Hong Kong? Oh, Graft. Hello? And honestly, that's fine with me. A soldier knows how to take orders and get the job done without worrying about the bigger picture. They're that kind of thing for the generals. Show me the hill and I'll figure out how to take it. This whole thing about dragons taking over the world, the thought of them slowly hoarding everything, it's too big to think about. We're street level. We run the shadows. That's it. Worrying about these sort of issues is kind of beyond our pay grade. That's what they want. That's what they need. The corps, the dragons, politicians, everyone. They want us to think we can't make a difference. They put effort, a lot of effort, into making us feel small, insignificant. Yeah, but we're not. We had that power in our hands today. We had a choice and we made it. Because of that, the world's different. For good or ill. That's right. We can't see the future. I don't think anyone can. But the world's different now. We're the ones that change it. So, did we win? Berlin's still standing, right? I'd count that as a win. You watch as the team takes it in, Iger nodding in agreement, Glory staring ahead, lost in thought, Dietrich frowning, eyeing at the floor, Blitz fiddling his deck, pretending not to understand. The whole while, Iger breaks the silence. So now what? Monica's gone. Paul's gone. Do we keep running together? Or is this the end of the road? I'm in. In fact, you couldn't make me leave if you tried. Yeah, something's different about you, love. You seem, I don't know, more vibrant, warmer. Quite the change. I can't say why. But there's one thing I can tell you. I'm home here. This place and this team mean everything to me. I'll stay forever if you have me.
Okay, does it like leave now? After all that, her saying all that?
Yeah, fuck no. You can stay as long as you want, Glory. You're a part of the team, and you always will be. Thanks, Chester, for everything. She steps back and Dietrich turns to you. Well, I'm in. I'm getting kind of old for a Shadowrunner, but I'd rather die in the shadows with you people than live, fuck, I don't know. Thought I had something going there. Whatever. The point is I'm in. That was beautiful, man. So, Chester, you gonna stick around the Cruise Bazaar and keep running the shadows? Did a hell of a job. I'd be happy to follow your lead.
And I'll probably say, nah, I'm leaving. Fuck you. Bye.
I've never run with a team this good. That'd be stupid to give it up. Right there with you. What about you, Blitz? Oh, I'm most definitely in. Totally. Insane dragons, assholes with enormous machine guns, devil dogs that hump your leg when no one's looking. This is the place for me. No question about it. How could I say no? Well, that seals it. If Blitz is in, how can we lose? Exactly. Before I forget, the Turkish coffee guy sent you one of his street rats over before he got here, so he wants to talk to you about something? Well, I'm going on to the cruise... Well, I'm gonna see what's going on in the cruise bazaar. I'll stop by the coffee shop on the way. I like that team wrap-up. That was good. Well, boss, we went up against a dragon and lived. I guess that's a win in my book. Couldn't have put it better myself. So, any big plans looming on the horizon? New clients, maybe? Oh, we'll worry about that tomorrow. Tonight, we celebrate. You're right, boss. Of course you're right. Oh, and Chester? I meant what I said earlier. From this point on, wherever the team goes, I go. I wouldn't have it any other way, big man. Hey!
Yeah, sure, you could have been a dragon slayer, but it wouldn't be right. You're just basically just pulling the plug on a dragon, and it's just not.
It was such a well-done dilemma, I'm not gonna lie.
It doesn't feel good at all. Like even if you're dragging peace, it doesn't feel right.
Hey, Chief. That was a hell of a thing, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Glad to hear you'll be staying on. Of course I'm staying. The team will fall apart without me. Hey, how'd that situation with your ex turn out? Oh, I'd rather not talk about that one. No biggie or anything. I don't really want to get into it, but, she was crazy anyway. Anyway, why don't you go talk about the others and you'll spread the love around? I'm sure just doing fine on my own. Sure. Oh, and Blitz, you did a good job all around. Thanks, Chief. You too. Why can't I talk to my buddy? Chester, I'll admit you did a hell of a good job back there. Couldn't have done better myself. You'd have done fine, but it was my job to lead a team, so I did it. That's the right attitude. Anyway, I'll be looking forward to the next run. Just do me a favor. Make sure that the client's properly vetted, and for the love of God, make sure it has nothing to do with dragons. Done and done. Good man. Till next time. Glory glances. They forgot to add the context brackets. Glory glances up at the sound of your approach. She offers you a slight smile. Chester, you got us through that night alive. Well done. I don't know what happened to you at Firestill Glory, but whatever it was, I think that's getting stronger. You're right, but I don't see how that's a bad thing. She raises a sculpted hand to inspect it. The motion is casual, but something about it is strangely menacing. Slowly it begins to glow red, then white. In fact, I think it was an incredible stroke of luck. I finally have some of my magic back. I feel fantastic.
Magic besties.
Well, when you put it that way, it does sound like a net positive. Forget I said anything. I'm glad that we're both on the same page. I mean that. I'm genuinely glad. You get me, Chester? Your friendship and your trust? Well, they mean a lot to me. Likewise. It was a hell of a day, wasn't it? I was thinking about stepping out and grabbing a drink to wind down. You'd be welcome to join me if you like. I guess I'll catch a divine killer in, say, half an hour? As you turn to leave, a strange sensation flits across your consciousness through you. It might be your imagination. It's probably your imagination. But doesn't stop your knees from going weak or stomach from churning. You turn back to see Glory smiling at you. Sounds like a plan. Feel that sensation again, tiny and fleeting. But there, you feel it in your chest only for a moment. Hundreds of faint, fluttering wings. First round. Yeah, we fucked that one up. First round's on me. I'm sure we have a lot to talk about. Is it implying that it's the totem that we killed, or is it implying that it's the nemesis? I mean, we're at the end. My decision has been made. I'm all for real answer. Also, man, we don't get to talk to anyone. What? Not even my good boys at Schockveldenreiter? I was kind of hoping we'd see like the end result of like the kid who had to go through deprogramming from a fascist brainwashing situation, or like, I don't know. You're gonna talk to everyone that'll stream will last another hour. True, true. Algernon, that's what it was. Here he is, Absinthe, the clear-sighted one. Algernon hums tunelessly to himself while he fiddles with one of his many talismans. When he sees you, he smiles broadly. To be certain, this human is to be heralded with much praise, Algernon Half-Dream. Through the release of the Great Worm will have ramifications to be sure. This day is full of portent. Do you two ever speak plainly? No. Rarely. I really like that. That's good. Oh, it's a parasite rather than a pure spirit. Ah, I see. It is a dark influence. The Firewing Worm is not a minor player in the Great Cycle. The effects of her release will resonate across time and space. Before the next cycle's end, the Firewing Worm will speak again with the voice of the Maiden. The dancer will spin, the seal will melt, and the calm lake will burn again. This I prophesy. What the fuck does any of that mean? You make it sound like a bad thing. Do not just half-dream. We must be going in soon. Is there something I should know? Some last words of, like, I don't know, wisdom? Always? No, never. Shine, runner of shadows. Grow brightly and show what is hidden in the place's power wishes to remain dark. That is Absinthe's wish for you. Hey, that's what I was going to say. Goodbye, Chester Harding. We will meet again, I think, though not for a long, long time. Look, it's a tough situation, but I felt stopping a child programming cult was a good idea. And these are the consequences I have to deal with. Ah, how very propitious it is that we may speak again, O Master of Mayhem. I have a proposal for you that could prove most lucrative to both of us, Effendim. Most lucrative. Fortune will surely smile upon our blessed partnership if you will only accept. I am listening, O Master of Hyperbole. With the passing of Herr Amsel, may God bestow his mercy on him, you find yourself without a fixer. I wish to offer my services to you in this regard. You'll find that Altug Bagaski is a most connected and business-savvy partner. I don't see any reason to distrust him, honestly. Sounds like a match made in heaven. When do we start? I've already found a potential client, O Blessed One. A most prosperous one with deep pockets. He is eager to meet you. When you are ready, take the U-Bahn to Brandenburger Tor. He will find you there. Brandenburger Tor? Your PDA buzzes, an unknown calm. An all too familiar face shows up, frowning. Yup.
I knew it.
Oh, Ace, you've made a terrible mistake. Nothing should have had the kind of power you were asking for. I had to do what I did. No, Ace, you didn't. You chose to do what you did, just as you chose to free me. I'm not afraid. The Monica image must have begun to contort and stretch. You really should. Yeah, I think Chester's fate is kind of ill at the moment. Unfortunately,
Well, it's fine as long as you don't go. As long as you're not the one doing Decker work.
we're gonna burn through a lot of Deckers, though. I think we may have to. I think we have to tell Blitz to retire early. It is unfortunate that the AI didn't learn to be a bit more flexible. It is so, like, unflappable in what it wants to do. The train car is empty except for the man in the immaculately tailored Italian suit. He knows him watching you for several minutes when the train rumbles its way toward Brandenburger Tor. Finally, he speaks. The stranger's words come out slowly in a deep, melodious tone that is easy to hear despite the noise of the train. He takes his time, accentuating each word, relishing each vowel and consonant, tasting them as though they were a delicacy. Oh shit, it's you! You're the payoff for fucking, Dead Man Switch. Do I... Hello? I assume that the business with Dr. Valclair is concluded, yes? Do I know you, friend? No, but you're about to. Hans Brackenhaus. I represent an interested party. Someone who wishes to know about your encounter with Dr. Valclair. Brackenhaus, why does this sound familiar?
Brackhouse, not Brackenhouse. There's no EN.
So, because this happens 2 years before Shadowrun returns, some people suggest that your PC from Dragonfall eventually gets caught up in the Dead Man Switch campaign. And how do you know about that? My employer also wishes to hear about the Lady Fireshwing, a fascinating creature. So unlike her brothers and sisters. It's a relief that she is now free. Dragons are not meant for captivity. The Lady Fireshwing least of all. She was special in this world. I'm sure you would agree. Maybe, but let's face it, man. Dragons are scary.
Well, they have to be.
He inclines his head and the corner of his mouth curls into a bit of a smile. This is true, as it has always been, as is anything that meta-humanity does not understand. You look at a moth and barely perceive sentience. You glance at its way amused as it flutters towards a bright light in a vain attempt to... what? To enter? To draw strength? To burn? It doesn't know. Its epic struggle is barely 1/100th of your lifespan. The sum total of its existence is nothing against the vast scale of your struggles, your hopes, your dreams, which it could not fathom in 1,000,000 years. Poor moth. You will live and die between the beats of a dragon's heart, mein Freud. What hope do you have of understanding them? No kidding. Insane dragons are even harder to understand. But I was able to get through to her. For a moment, at least. Where are you? Where are you indeed? I am pleased to hear it. And what did you learn? That dragons aren't all alike. That is a facile lesson. But yes. Dragons are individuals, no different from humanity in that regard. But even with their differences, Firewing stands apart. My Lady Firewing was a nurturer, a caregiver, rare among her kind. Where her brothers and sisters saw the world as a prize to be won, she saw it as a garden to be tended. Could you imagine? For world upon world, the great dragon Firewing brought wisdom and succor to countless souls, and she was loved for it. Exalted, a goddess. When she awoke from her long slumber in 2012 and saw what the world had become, what meta-humanity had done to the garden she had tended for the great ages, she struck with the rage, regret, frustration, and anguish of a mother whose children had played with fire and burned the house down, killing themselves in the blaze. She unleashed fire and death through her tears. And now she is free again, and insane. A perfect addition to the Sixth World. You seem to know a lot about dragons, Hans. Think your employer wants you telling me all this? I'm sure of it. You may consider this conversation an employment interview for a very influential client. One who pays extraordinarily well. Now listen. I'm to tell all of you so you have context, perspective, before I ask you this next question, Shadowrunner. If Dr. Valclair's weapon had not required dragonfire, if it had been capable of destroying every dragon on Earth without touching a hair on meta-humanity's head, would you have used it? No. Wiping out an entire species is...
I mean, you had a choice. You almost had with the whole Apex thing.
I know, right? Wiping out an entire species is wrong. Monochromatic thinking, but I appreciate a career criminal's attempt at morality. Of course you feel that wiping out a species is wrong. That feeling is a subtle but ingrained defense mechanism that should be cherished. One day it may be meta-humanity poised for exterminate. One day it may be meta-humanity poised for extermination. Well, on to the business at hand. My employer wishes you to secure your team services for a series of operations that will likely require the remainder of 2054. Sounds interesting. Who's the boss? The boss is the great dragon Lothier. He is sometimes referred to as the Golden Worm. Perhaps you've heard of him? What makes you think I'm gonna make a deal with a dragon? You've already made one.
Loser, you already did. Loser.
Because you've already been working for him for some time now, mein Herr. Or did you think Green Winters found the Harfield Manor on his own? Well, that puts a new spin on things. Doesn't it? The rattle on wheel and track gives way to a shimmering screech. Gradually, the train begins to slow. Ah, this is my stop. Coming? I'm torn between the cooperative approach or the nihilistic approach.
Well, at this point, after everything, it's kind of hard to say. This is not really an offer you can really refuse.
Yeah, I don't think I want to make a third enemy. Well, what do you know? Looks like this is my stop too. The train comes to a halt and the doors open. Brockhouse stands, brushes off his Italian suit, and exits without another word. As you turn to follow, your eye catches an advertisement for Worm Talk above the subway car door. Brockhouse glances back at you from the platform, the light from the car reflecting yellow in his gaze. You step out of the subway car and follow him to the stairs into the Berlin night. Into the shadows. Berlin Newsfax contains just one report of a shootout in an abandoned holdfast in the countryside east of Berlin. The identity of the combatants remains unknown, though several rival political factions are suspected. And the location is soon cordoned off by unknown corporate forces. This news is close when Seder Krupp announces his acquisition of Arianespace, the last remaining arm of the European space program. The Flux Space's anarchist rule remains until 2055 when joint corporate forces, acting with support of the German government, invade the city. It is widely known that the Great Dragon Lofir is responsible for orchestrating this action. After weeks of fighting, the surviving anarchists are forced to retreat to the eastern part of the city. A truce is signed in 2060 and Berlin is again divided by a wall. This... Wait. When is this? The Great Dragon Dunkelzahn is elected president of the United Canadian and American States in 2057. He is promptly assassinated as he leaves an inauguration party at the Watergate Hotel while in human form. Popular opinion is that another great dragon is responsible, as only a dragon can kill a dragon, but those in shadows hint that an act of powerful blood magic was the cause. Grainy photographs of large winged creatures crossing a full moon above the Harz Mountains circulates in Germany for several years. Conspiracy theorists take this as evidence that a new great dragon has emerged, but when no further sightings are reported, interest wanes. The name, Dr. Adrian Valclair, has since been lost to the shadows. Were we the cause of the loss of the Flux State? For working with our good buddy there? Also, wow, that was a brutally brief end.
Such in life of trying to becoming a runner, for working with certain powers that the.
I do like how this game tests you. There is no moral objectivity despite your best interests to have them. The only problem I have personally, and this is purely a mental struggle I have with more than anything, is that I have no real stake in Germany as a setting. I think Germany is a neat place to be, but I'm not, like, super hyped with it like I would be with, say, the Philippines, or Japan, or hell, even Southern California.
Place, Japan.
Look, I know what I am, Festivore. But, like, I do agree, the game is incredibly good. Especially going back to it after my previous hang-ups. Because, like, this game is pretty good. I was a lot more invested by the end when all of my decisions were coming at me like a noose slowly surrounding my neck. I think that's what made it interesting, is that there was no clear route. Every decision I made felt like it was going to be the last one. And, oh man, Iger stopping me at the end. Oh, that was good.
All you're saying, all your thoughts going, that's like the hand on the shoulder is basically just like to stop, like the little breath, like stop her breath that you needed just to calm down.
Yeah, I needed someone to interject, and I'm kind of glad it was Iger, not gonna lie. Isn't Germany as a setting mostly a thing because Shadowrun's popular in Germany? Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing it's in Germany. I'm just saying I'm less likely to be invested in Germany than, say, other areas. Like, how cool would it be for, say, Shadowrun Nevada? Like, I feel like that would be like absolutely insane. We're looking
Fallout New Vegas, except it's not a nuclear apocalypse.
Yeah, basically. I think this is all the Kickstarter backers, so I'm gonna get out of the credits, because it is pretty late. But I'm glad we went the extra hour. But yeah, that was Shadowrun Dragonfall. Really good game. Like, I don't sound like I'm enthused, but that's mainly because it's 11 p.m. where I'm at, and I got work in 6 hours. But yeah, like, a lot of stuff interfered with the stream mainly because, like, timing just fucking sucked. But I'm glad that I was able to stream this and get, like, kind of a new appreciation for it, even though I fucked up really bad with Glory. Boy howdy. But yeah, we'll call it here for the evening. And next time, I don't know if it's going to be next Monday or Wednesday, depending on what happens on Tiger Stream. We're going to Hong Kong, baby. I like how Gloria's picture was right there when you said that. Well, that may have provoked the thought.